What is Visco?
Go for it.
But anyway, speaking of hammered, we are here on Pride of Altaris for what is likely to be our final qualifying match of the evening. In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way to the top left-hand corner, we of course have our red Zerg player coming down from Len of Korea. He is going to be representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG, as well as the... Well, I was going to tie this into the Banelings, but I can't. We have Dark!
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Pride of Altaris, LE. Oh my god, let's go! We have the South Korean Zerg player. I think he opened up with a 14-14. I think the gas was actually earlier, which is why I was trying to piece it together. We have the South Korean Zerg representing Team NV. It is DongRaeGu.
Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it, DRG. Link Flood, come on.
Yep.
That's Link Speed.
Link Speed is on the way. He does pull out of gas, though. Only a single drone mining that gas. Link's going to be going across the map. And again, this is a very, very early Link Speed timing from DRG.
I kind of want him to pull drones as well, but yeah, that's, I guess, a little unnecessary at this point.
Yeah, Lings, they're going to be going across. Oh, can they avoid the Overlord? That is the question, and so far, they do.
Yeah, they're even going to be able to avoid the other Overlord as they are taking the extreme long way around.
Oh, God, exactly. And they're about to rock up and focus on as many drones as possible. Meanwhile, we actually have a couple more Lings on the way. DRG, it's not all in or anything. He is still going for his natural base, but this is a very early commitment into these Lings, and they have to pay for themselves.
Yeah, which is kind of hard to do when there is a spine crawler on the way.
Yeah, and already the first drone escapes. The Lings are coming out. Drones are pulled, and Dark, he's buying some time here as he immediately threw down the spine. Up.
Yeah, oh, but drones are starting to fall here for Dark.
Yeah.
3 of them. Not bad damage at all this early on. If DRG so wanted to, he could continue flooding, and that's exactly what he's going for.
Exactly, we have nothing but Lings on the way here for DRG. Ling Speed has already completed. No Banelings behind this, by the way, just pure Ling. Can he break the defenses of Dark?
Well, not anymore. That's what I'm going to say.
Exactly, especially not without Banelings. We do see that DRG, he drones up, he throws down a Baneling nest. I feel like this is a reaction and a little bit late, to be honest. But at least he'll be able to maintain map control and drone up.
Yeah, that's, I guess, the biggest value that DRG has gotten out of his opening is he is going to be able to maintain map control for quite some time as the game goes on. Dark is getting 16 more links, though.
I love it. He's pulling a Ragnarok. We casted Ragnarok earlier today versus Dark. Versus Solar, my apologies. And he's just going for his own counter Link Flood.
Or he's trying to, but a couple of his links are actually body blocked by the Queens. DRG now sees this. He knows he has an opening to go in with his own links, but here comes the reinforcements.
Yeah, exactly. The reinforcements come in. Dark, he's now across the map. What do we have at home to defend? No mining here at the natural base whatsoever. We have 2 Banelings on the way, but they're still in the way. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they are tucked in the corner, though. They are very, very hidden, but Dark gets such a good surround on this natural base. He prevents mining from happening regardless, and prevents drones from popping up as well.
Mate.
Queens do get surrounded, and the spine crawler is unburrowed.
Oh god, the chances are good enough there. None of the Queens die, but the Banelings are rolling into the mineral line. How good are the splits? The answer is, oh my god, they're kind of bunching up, but the splits are pretty good.
Not towards the end there, though. 9 drones get taken out, and Dark is forced to send every single link back home.
Yeah, and you know what? DRG, he held on to his natural base. He's ahead in the workers. He has dealt enough damage, and Dark is the one without a Baneling nest.
Yeah, despite this investment to defense, he was completely unable to avoid the damage dealt, and I would say that's well worth it for DRG already.
Oh, exactly, and he's not done, by the way. He had an opportunity here if he wanted to. He could back off and drone up, but no, he wants to be aggressive. He has to be careful, though. Dark is going for a bit of a counterattack. The two banelings! Oh.
Well, looking so scary, but that was such a quick reaction from Dark.
Yeah, it looks like one of the banelings might get taken out. Meanwhile, we have a wall of queens. Can DRG really bust this? I don't know if he can. He's gonna try.
How good are the transfuse gonna be? How good is the target firing on these banelings gonna be? Spinecrawler starting to take them out. Transfuses are on point. Finally, an opening happens, but there's nothing left for DRG to flood in with.
Yeah, he has a handful of lings. Maybe he can target down these queens, and he will try to get both. He gets one, though.
And yeah, alright, that's actually some pretty good damage here for DongRaeGu. Dark hasn't been able to break into the natural base of DRG either. I really don't know what we're witnessing right now, Light. It's just such a mud fest.
It's such a slugfest, mate. It's I mean, Dark, I will say, still has the advantage though, because he does have the worker lead, and he's finally getting his own baneling nest, so now they'll be equal in tech. Like DRG, for the longest time, has had that advantage, but he hasn't really been able to accomplish much with it. As you said, he tried to break through, but he just didn't have a follow-up. He didn't have any links to flood in.
Yeah, I have to wonder if DRG took a bit of a more conservative approach here, and instead of trying to consistently bust Dark, he instead droned up. But here we go, a massive flood into the main base of Dark. Doesn't get too many drones though.
Exactly, but you know what? The baneling's actually going to finish morphing in. We do have a couple of reinforcements trying to hit the natural base at the same time.
Wow, that body blocking from Dark, morphing into banelings.
Yeah.
Not so he'll have banelings, but so that he can wall these lings in.
And in the end, we don't find any connections. DRG, he's investing so much in this aggression, he just can't find the damage that he needs to. Now he's forced to drone up back at home. But Dark, he's again looking pretty good.
Yeah, they're both on natural bases, and Dark is far ahead in the drone count. He's 7 drones ahead, and he's about to be 14 drones ahead.
Jesus Christ. It's a lot of drones. Dark, he's getting his third base up and running. Meanwhile, DRG, he's on the back foot. He needs to figure out what he wants to do. He goes for a fast lair. Are we gonna see mutas?
You know what? Nothing shoots up.
I just try to piece together, like, what is the plan here from DRG? Like, he was very aggressive, very all in. There we go. He's taking all 4 of his gases. This is so risky, but you gotta do something crazy in this scenario.
Crazy is just up DRG's alley. I'm just monitoring the natural base for the time being.
Yeah.
Containing DRG for as long as possible.
Oh god, exactly. We do have some nice target fire there. The banelings do get picked off without getting into the mineral line, so DRG defends. And ooh, the lings of Dark get in. He scouts the lair and all the gases.
Yeah, he knows that this can only mean one thing. There's that fire being thrown down for DRG, and should be seeing a couple of spores as the game continues. Dark actually just wants to fight fire with fire in a sense, and I guess his plan is to just strike DRG before he can get enough Mutalisks out with roaches.
That is the plan. Like, he all but saw the Spire. He should know 100% what's coming his way, and he's setting himself up for a bit of a queen walk, I feel. Like, he's got a lot of queens here. He's making a lot of roaches as well. I do think that he can hit a timing and end the game, and DRG knows that, so he's just getting a spine forest.
So weird to hear a Zerg player going for a queen walk in ZvZ, but yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense. Actually a pretty good tactic to utilize.
Yeah, but it looks like he opts not to. He's getting his own lair. This is a little bit scary. So something that you can do here to deny 2-base Muta is to go for like a Nidus with all your queens to send them across the map, right? But this lair I feel is a little bit late. We'll see if Dark can pull something like that off.
Well, my question is, has he seen all of these spine crawlers? Because if he did, then he may have thought, you know what? I'm not going to be able to break you. I forced you to build all these spine crawlers instead of drones or units or anything else. So, yeah, I'm just going to try to contain you for as long as possible and tech up myself.
Yeah, and this means that DRG, he's done it. He's survived and gotten into these mutas. DRG is behind economically. He needs to get a third base up and running, and he invested so much into these spines that didn't really do anything. But they did force Dark back, because he did scout them earlier. And Dark, he is going into Hydras.
Yeah. Spike Crawlers didn't really do much, but it did keep DRG alive.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, he did survive kind of due to them in an indirect way. Meters going across the map, they're going to pick off a couple of overlords here and there, but they need to do much more than that. Like, we can see the massive worker disparity.
Yeah, DRG is really struggling right now, and he's going to struggle even more once he encounters all these spore crawlers.
Yeah, the Hydras are on the way as well. Dark even feeling confident enough to get a 4th base. I feel like if DRG's movement is good enough, he should maybe be able to deny this 4th, but he's a little bit preoccupied with these overlords.
Yeah, well, again, he's taking a safer bet right now and just trying to get confirmed damage instead of taking any big risks, or I guess in his mind, unnecessary risks, but they are kind of necessary for him to get ahead in this game. He's fighting the queens, and these queens have plenty of energy on them. He's losing most of his mutas.
Oh my god, 3 mutas get picked off. The target fire from Dark was insane. And sure, he loses a couple of the queens, but he doesn't care. The queens were step 1 to getting into Hydras.
Just like so.
Yep. Hydras are out. We don't have any Hydra upgrades done yet. But, I mean, Dark, he's feeling confident enough to move out across the map, which is important. He needs to hit, and there it is, GG!
He doesn't even need to hit. Yeah, he just taps out knowing that he's about to hit.
Oh, God.
Dark takes game number 1 on Pride of Altaris.
He does. I was so surprised by the aggression of DRG that game with his Ling Bane. Like, it was insane.
Yeah, Of all players, I really didn't expect DRG to be the one to bring that up against Dark. Normally, you'd expect it to be the other way around.
Oh god. Yeah. Dark, he takes the lead here, you know, with his defense working up towards those roaches. Meanwhile, we are being joined, and I'll let him know.
Yep.
Let Rotterdam know that, of course, Dark is up in this series.
Yeah, it looks like Solar versus Bunny did conclude then. Jump into Rotterdam's stream real quick to see what the score was. We haven't been updated yet on the bracket. Just got an ad playing. Just wait for that to finish up. And in the meantime, I guess I shall intro our players here on Berlingrad LE. We're in the top left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top left-hand corner. We, of course, have our red Zerg player coming down from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, DPG. We have the player with all the barks. It's Dark.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, going for a 12-pool opening. We have the South Korean Zerg player, currently down in the series, but not out here in Berlingrad. It is DongRaeGu.
I do have confirmation that Solar is the player advancing from that lower bracket, so Buddy, unfortunately, will have to come back in another open qualifier. Solar, however, will advance to DreamHack Last Chance.
What was the score, by the way?
3-0.
Solar
3-0 in favor of Solar.
Okay, beautiful. I'm just letting the admins know as we do get into this series so they can update the bracket. And with this, DRG, he has his lings on the way. 8 lings going to be coming across the map here incredibly quickly on Berlingrad.
Man, DRG is angry today, at least in ZvZ.
Yeah, like
first we have the Pride of Altaris game going for that 14. Was it a 14 pool?
Yeah, I think it was 14-14.
Well, yeah, 14-14. Regardless, hyper aggressive, and now he's going for a 12 pool in Berlingrad, and he's not stopping the ling production.
He's not. He is not at all. Gasless, by the way, so just pure vanilla slow lings are rocking up here, chipping away at the base. Dark. Is he going to respond? Is he going to pull some of these boys? DRG does have a hat-trick behind this, so he's not one basing by any means. And now, Dark, he pulls the boys. He's coming down.
Yeah, trying to get us around. Oh, but not quite getting it. Good drone drilling, though. We have a little bit of a dance back and forth, but I want to say DRG is winning this dance for now.
Yeah, he hasn't killed any drones though, and that's the most important part. DongRaeGu was just buying time for the rest of his lings to come out, and now he's able to overwhelm the army of DRG. But a couple of reinforcements come in, and is this going to be enough? I don't know. I don't think so.
Who's surrounding whom? Who's surrounding whom? As Dark loses 3 drones again, but he's still ahead because that's how committed DRG was to all of these lings. These are drones that Dark can afford to lose.
Exactly. 3 drones was not enough. That's why DRG even goes into the main base to try and focus down another, but he does not get it. And with that, DRG, sure, he has a drone lead, but he has 0 gas.
And that's the scary part, isn't it?
Exactly. Like, he needs to wall off ASAP, because Dark is going to have link speed, he's going to have map control, and if he wanted to, he could go for a link flood.
Yeah, and on Berlingrad, honestly, why not? Once his link speed finishes up. I say what's scary is that Dark will kind of perpetually be ahead when it comes to tech, but yeah, now that you mention it, a link flood is also a very real possibility.
Yeah, exactly. Dark, he's about to rock up here across the map and should get an eye on what the gas count is looking like. Oh, do we have a full wall? For the most part, we do. Dark doesn't get in.
Dark doesn't quite have the numbers on his side yet, and he also doesn't have link speed yet, so this does buy DRG enough time to get his full wall up.
Yeah, and if we were talking about a link flood, there it is. 16 lings are on the way. Oh my god. Behind this, Dark also has the worker lead, so he can produce more. And DRG, because he didn't get link speed earlier, he wants to cut corners, he wants to skip all of that and go straight into roaches.
Will there be enough time, though? I was honestly half expecting Dark to throw down a baitling nest and try to bust this through, but instead he focuses a bit more on his economy. He grabs a 3rd hatch, and he's relying entirely on links to try to break on through. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it?
Those are the only 2 transfusers. They are done, and now the lings are trying to force their way past all of these queens. Can they go it? They're going to get 1 queen.
1 queen is going to go down at least, and another queen gets surrounded. Oh my lord, is Dark actually going to be doing this? Nope, not with these roaches out.
Not at all. He does get 2 queens, which is nice, but he needed a little bit more than that. And DRG, he's holding beautifully. He now has his roaches out, and Dark sees.
Yeah, so instead, it's probably a good thing that Dark was getting that 3rd base, because now he can drone up. Yeah, he's droning up a little bit here and there, and he's running on his, a roach warren of his own.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, like, because of the map control, Dark, he's already got his 3rd base up and running. I'm already working on his upgrades. He is behind when it comes to the lair tech, though. So, I'm really curious to see if DRG even wants to expand, or if he just goes for a big Roach 2-base push.
I think it's going to be the latter.
Yeah, regardless, like, he will have a big Roach advantage. There we go, drone is sent out to get that 3rd base up and running. But, like, again, there's going to be a very strong upgrade timing here for DRG, potentially, if you want to hit it. Oh god!
The wall is not a wall, and the links are able to stream on in. They will take out another queen.
There's no transfuse. 1 queen goes down. Drones. Oh my god, these links are achieving so much.
They really are. They could achieve even more, but yeah, Dark wants to keep them alive for as long as possible. Another queen?
Yeah.
No, the roaches are out.
Roaches are out. By the way, the 3rd base was denied from all these links because the roaches of DRG were pulled out of position to go back into the main base. So DRG forced back on 2.
He's about to get very desperate, though, and we'll see if that ends up being the undoing of Dark, because his upgrades are finishing up. DRG's, I mean.
Yeah, they really are. I feel like DRG may just be forced all in here. He's going to be pushing out. This is scattered by Dark. Dark has to respect this, but at the same time, Dark also has the numbers.
Yeah, Dark kind of has to respect it. Kind of has to respect this, but he also kind of doesn't. The upgrades cancel each other out. Dark has the upgrade advantage, and such a good concave here. He kind of forced DRG to move into him, and he's making full advantage of that. But the defender's advantage is helping DRG a little bit.
A little bit. Is it going to be enough, though? Because we have 28 lings on the way here for Dark. This link flood is going to be huge, and especially because DRG doesn't have link speed of his own, I don't think he can keep up. He just doesn't have the lava, doesn't have the economy.
Yeah, Dark needs to keep these roaches alive until he can get the Lings out to buffer for them, but the Lings are here to buffer for them, so, I mean...
Sperling Grand, mate.
Yeah.
He's here! He can go for full surround and then go for the bile! He's going for it!
Like so, he has so many Ravagers
Ah.
on him, and he biles down almost every roach.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, just like that. Dark is on match point. GG.
Jesus Christ.
He really ain't playing around after getting denied by Cure.
He's really not. What a game there. What a game. Again, 2 games in a row now. DRG has opened up as the aggressor. He wants to try and force Dark on the back foot, and so he can kind of take the initiative. But it just hasn't been working for him.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see a different approach coming into game number 3 here, especially since he's on match point. Or if he commits even harder to playing aggressive. Which is actually something we've seen players do before in the past.
Yeah.
If your style isn't working out, just do it harder.
I'm just afraid because I feel like, even though it's Glittering Ashes, mate, Dark could just like 12-11 or something right now. Like, he's up to it.
Yeah. Honestly, he may as well.
He can do whatever the hell he wants, mate. It's crazy.
I kind of want to see a drone pull from him. Spine rush, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. To be determined. As we continue our series on Glittering Ashes LE, we're in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We, of course, have our red Zerg player coming down from the land of Korea. He is currently on match point. He only needs un momento, por favor, to qualify for DreamHack Last Chance, and he wants it. He wants it so bad. He's angry, and he wants to qualify. Representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG, we have Dark.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Glittering Ashes LE, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Team NV, currently up against the wall, but looking to make a comeback happen. It is DongRaeGu.
Already, this is a good sign. He's going for a hatch first.
He is. Dark going for a hatch gas pool. DRG going for a hatch first. Going for, okay, same opener. But we do have Dark's gas a little bit earlier. It's interesting.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Could come into play if, Dark decides to be a little bit more aggressive this game. If he decides to go all in with Lingbane, but it also might not.
Yeah.
Oh, this is me.
The game has frozen. Someone is Roddy, please stay with us, Roddy.
Don't go into the light.
Don't go into the light.
I know there's a Protoss here, but please.
I'm just gonna quickly check his stream to see if his game crashed or his stream went down, and his stream is looking okay. It's looking good.
Okay.
This game may have just crashed.
That's a good sign. Yeah. I'm not sure. I was gonna say that's a good sign, but is it? Is it really? Oh! Is it me? No!
Paused.
Okay.
Okay.
Ay.
No.
Game resumed.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh boy. Well, hopefully everything is okay from the side of Rotterdam, internet-wise. Yeah.
Every now and then the Asia server just messes with people's connections. I mean, I've had that a couple of times in the past. Surprisingly, it's been stable today, though.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, I just want to give a massive shout out to Rotterdam because he's from the land of Europe and he decided to wake up early and actually cover some Korean StarCraft. It's something that he doesn't do often, but every now and then for DreamHack qualifiers, he will do so. So yeah, it's great for him to do that and to spread the love to his viewers and allow more people to see matches like this that are going on.
Yeah, especially since we had a lot of matches going on today.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're getting as much coverage as possible.
Exactly. So hopefully he's able to fix any kind of internet issues that he's got going on there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. As we're getting into this game, and so far everything's looking pretty standard. Like this time, as opposed to the first two games, DRG, it feels like he's finally learned his lesson and he's decided to back off.
Yeah. He knows just how well Dark is able to defend, so he's gonna be playing this out a lot more economically, which unfortunately may be his undoing, as I'm just looking at Dark built 10 more Lings.
Oh yeah, the Ling flood is coming. Darky's working on a third base, but right now that is just for larva. To be fair, DRG does have a defensive Baneling nest, but it's still not done, and he's gonna need Banelings ASAP. He does scout what's coming his way. He does have an Overlord in position. He sees all the Lings coming, but does it matter?
These queens are gonna have to do so much to buy time for the Banelings to get out. The wall is not a wall at the moment. Stark gonna go for the third. Okay, he's going for the third.
The Banelings!
No, he's going straight for the natural. The Banelings are so exposed!
Oh my god, it looks like the Banelings will not, or one of them may finish, the other does get denied, but the rest of the Lings are about to rock up here. The third base is under threat, but with this Baneling finishing, DRG will be able to hold on.
Yeah, like so. There's no more Lings here for DRG, but these Banelings is still something that Dark really needs to respect. Gotta sneak around.
Yeah, he's trying to find a way in, but DRG, so far, his army movement has been on point. And DRG now has made a wave of Lings, and he can go for his own counterattack. And this is a scary moment for Dark. Why? Because unlike DRG, Dark... Oh, never mind. I was about to be like, yo, did he skip his Baneling nest? No, he did not. He's actually making his own Banelings in the middle of the map.
Key point, no, in the middle of the map.
Oh, God!
They're primed to get sniped. Dark almost loses his entire Ling count, but he pulls away in time. Very quick reactions.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of Banelings are trying to waddle in as well. Decent connection. He gets a handful of Lings there. The rest of the Banelings try to go into the natural base, but they do get sniped.
Good old Lingbane versus Lingbane. It feels like it's been ages since I've seen a classic Lingbane versus Lingbane here in a ZvZ.
Yeah, exactly, and it looks like DRG is kind of coming out on top with this trade. He's going across the map. Dark, he has a Roach Warren on the way, but it's not done yet, so DRG could commit to a counterattack, but he actually pulls back and drones up.
May as well. I mean, he got this third base for a reason.
True.
So can you utilize it?
Yeah, he's taking a very nice economic lead. He's already up 47 workers. He's got his lair on the way. He already has his Roach Warren. He is lacking when it comes to Evo Chambers, though, and that's the one concern I have here for DRG.
Yeah, those upgrades can really make a difference in Lingbane versus Lingbane. It's the difference of your Ling surviving one Baneling or two Banelings.
It really is. As right now, Dark is trying to be a little bit cute. He's trying to pick off whatever he can. He's trying to sneak in as well. Yo, we have two Banelings waddling into the middle line. Up!
Trying to get the drones! But Dark getting a little bit too greedy. He only takes one as DRG is able to split time.
Dark has been so active with this Ling Bane for the past minute. It's insane. He gets in again, but only with one Bane.
Yeah, if it was two, that would have been disastrous here for DRG, but it is only one. I will say that all those drones are very softened up, though.
They are. I'm so impressed that Dark was able to be as versatile and as aggressive with that Ling Bane for as long as he was, and also droning up behind this and taking up as well, working on his own lair. It's insane what he was able to accomplish. He almost pulled DRG apart, almost, just barely couldn't do it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, almost is not quite gonna cut it. DRG is still ahead economically. He's getting his Spire. He got the lair much quicker than Dark did, so Dark has not found the damage he needs to equalize this yet.
Exactly. Despite getting an Evo Chamber, we still don't see any upgrades on the way here for Dark, whether it's Roach upgrades or just regular Evo Chamber upgrades, so he's still a little bit behind. 6 Overlords are on the way, and the Lings they get in!
A wall is not a wall, and the Banelings are looking to get in as well. Dark is actually the player who's getting picked apart now.
God, he really is. Drones are getting picked off here in the main base. Get a full scout off as well. And again, DRG, he confirms, hey, I don't have anything to worry about. This man, he doesn't have a Spire.
Yeah. But he is getting Galactic Constitution and a lot of Roaches, though. So is DRG, though, in fairness.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like DRG is going mass muta. He's getting a handful of mutas to harass and to gain map control, but he isn't committing too hard to them. Dark throws down his own Spire because he wants his own mutas, but again, much later compared to DRG, who has his mutas already coming out.
Yeah, what I think is more worrisome here from Dark, though, is that he is not getting Spire Carlos. He hasn't scouted that Spire yet, and he has no idea that mutas are coming this way. Now I think he does. There we go.
We had some Drumper Lords coming in with Bailings and 3 drones go down. At least he scouts. At least now Dark is aware of the mutas. He's working on his own spores. Oh my god, DRG throws down a Nidus.
Because why the hell not? It's a large map, so you may as well do everything in your power to get to the front lines as quickly as possible.
Jesus Christ, Dark, no! He's gonna lose a couple of these Overlords. Thankfully, he has plenty to spare, so he will not get supply blocked. But he's just kind of stuck at home. Unlike DRG, he doesn't have a Nidus of his own to do something with this mass amount of roaches.
I can really only use them defensively, but yeah, with these mutas out, even then, they don't really have much to do. The roaches, I mean.
Exactly. Meanwhile, DRG is going to hit the 4th base, and this is just a dead base here for Dark. He's going to be knocked down to 3 bases, nothing but 3 bases. We have a Nidus in the main base, and Dark doesn't see. He doesn't know.
Completely unaware. He's even behind in the army count. DRG is maxed out. This is a really nice concave from Dark, but is it going to be enough?
Hey, it's just a numbers game at this point. DRG, he's breaking on through. Where are the reinforcements? Reinforcements are in the Nidus. They're going into the main base. Workers are going down left and right. And GG gets called.
DRG is fighting back in this series. Dark does not get that clean sweep. And all it took was for DRG to calm the heck down.
Oh, God. GG, well played. Now, finally, in game number 3, DRG is or decides to just back off, be the defender instead, and find success.
That he does. Let's try to get Rotterdam in here. He has fixed the internet issue, so at least I hope he does.
Yep, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Rotterdam did miss out on game number 3, but yeah, there we go.
Hold! Alright, it's insane. Wait up! I guess some of the other qualifying matches are finishing up as well. Wait up, real right? Oh, that's a question. Oh, yeah, no. This might not be the real Rotterdam.
Wait, what?
Wait.
I don't see another Rotterdam in the ESL chat.
I don't either, but let's wait for the admins to sort this out. Gonna wait up.
Yeah,
I got confirmation from the man himself.
Do you remember if Rotterdam had a display picture, like an image?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had a Marine, or was it Tychus, or he had something like that.
This guy. Okay. I guess it is him. Obviously, Iceguard could also he could also verify with Discord or Twitch or something that this is the real Rotterdam.
Yeah, and we're seeing on Rotterdam's Twitch channel, he is confirming that he's in the lobby. Okay, so it is a real Roddy. Okay, I got worried for a second.
Yeah.
Thought we were having a Cylon thing going on, replicant thing going on.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get ready to ban, mate.
We would have 2 Rotterdams, and we'd be pointing the gun at them and be like, "How do we know which is real?"
Quick, tell us, what is the origin of the 08 at the end of your name? Who are you?
Tell us why orcs are the worst race in Warcraft 3. Only the real Roddy can answer that. But we are going to be continuing our series here on Hardwire. We're in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. We've got our red player going for 12 gas, 12-11. There we go. All the way in the bottom left-hand corner. representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, DPG, he is Dark.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hardwire, we have the South Korean Zerg player. He is blue, representing Team Envy, going for a hatch first. Best case scenario for Dark, it is DongRaeGu.
Alright, are we ready to call it?
Let's go. So we saw this. Sorry, did we cast Dark in? Like, my mind is blanking. We saw this in Ragnarok versus Solar, right?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Solar who actually did this against Ragnarok.
Yep, it was Solar, and now it is Dark's turn, ramping up with the most aggressive opener possible here, with a 12-11, going for all of those lings, and typically with a Baneling Nest behind this. That is why we have continued gas production. Very committed, and again, best case scenario, because DRG went for a hatch, gas, pool.
Completely defenseless here. Even if he pulls the boys, it's still going to be a massive risk because of how quickly Dark is going to be able to reinforce this.
Yeah, it really is. Lings are about to rock up. So they are spotted here by this Overlord. So DRG is aware of the early pool, but he doesn't really know what's behind this until he rocks up and confirms that there is no hatchery.
Yeah, Dark giving up the element of surprise just hit much quicker, and he's utilizing that speed and that timing to great advantage.
Yeah, a couple of boys are being pulled. DRG, he rocks up, he sees, uh-oh, there is no hatchery. I'm gonna back off. I can afford to lose my own base, but there was some decent amount of lost mining time there.
Yeah, and Dark is still ramping up that aggression.
Oh,
Two Banes are on the way. There's no way for DRG to really deny them, but he can try to snipe them with a...
God, but the Link speed finishes up. He's going to be able to take out all these Links. Where's the Spine? The Spine only just now starts, mate. It's too late.
Too little, too late. The Queen immediately gets surrounded and taken out. The rest of the Lings are getting surrounded and taken out as well. This hatchery will go down.
Oh, God.
The Lings will completely avoid the Brootlings.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned. Part of me feels like maybe Dark should have avoided the natural base and gone straight into the main. Baneling Nest now finishes up here for DRG. Oh, we have Banelings on the way.
They're only on the way. Dark really wants to connect his Banelings with something juicy, like all of these drones, and even a couple of those cocoons, those Baneling cocoons. 9 drones have been taken out. And Dark has done the damage, but there we go. Dark has done the damage, and he will advance and qualify for DreamHack Last Chance. Well played, very well played.
GG, well played. DRG's response was so delayed, he needed a Spine so much earlier in his main base. On top of that, I don't know if you noticed, but like again, he did end up losing his Queen, and it took him a while to recognize what was coming his way. He didn't, despite seeing the Lings, it didn't click in his mind. Uh-oh, this is a little bit faster than is otherwise normal.
Uh-oh.
GG.
And yeah, well played. And just like that, I think maybe potentially. I think that wraps us up as we, of course, have an answer. This is actually a surprising result to me. Like Zest has taken out Zound 3-0.
Ooh.
Like maybe the result itself isn't too surprising, but the score definitely is. Zound has had the upper hand on Zest for the majority of 2021.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. Wow, massive shout out to Zest for overcoming his opponent in a matchup that he's notoriously weak in PvP. So yeah, for Zest to take out Zound like that is insane. Again, I just wanted to reiterate, massive shout out to Dark for taking down DRG the way he did.
Totally.
I was so concerned when Dark got knocked down to the lower bracket. Especially in the fashion that he did, like I feel like there's a reason why there was a the pausing that was going on and all that stuff. But I do think that DRG kind of set himself up a little bit for failure in the sense that he was so aggressive at the start of the series, like
unnecessarily aggressive.
Yeah, like he was putting himself in really rough positions when he was going with his Ling Bane and not dealing the damage and putting himself behind. Like, oof.
Definitely has.
Hmm. Yeah.
And now I'm getting an update here for Rogue versus Trap. Currently game number 3, Rogue is up 2-0.
Oh. Over Trap?
Yeah, who somebody actually
Oh.
pointed out very recently. Trap has been on a winning streak against Rogue ever since the start of 2020. I want to say before that, Rogue had a massive winning streak on Trap, but yeah, this could be what breaks the curse here for Rogue.
Yeah, it to me it looks like Trap. Maybe he's just having an off day because
Yeah,
he struggled against
losing
Ragnarok.
wins.
Like he's struggling a little bit here against Rogue as well. He lost the game to Ryung.
He did. Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it is the tuna Terran, so.
It is. It is. I think we would both agree that we expect a little bit more from Trap. So, yeah, for him to be struggling here today, it may just be a day thing. Maybe he's a little bit tired. Maybe he didn't get well rested, or he's a little bit fatigued. But like, it's looking rough. He needs to really tighten up if he wants to qualify and make it to DreamHack Last Chance. It's gonna be crazy if he doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, he has been, I would say, the most consistent Protoss player of 2021. I think Zess could potentially rival Trap in terms of results and in terms of finishes, but I would also say that Zess has been a bit more inconsistent than Trap. So if Trap doesn't make it, that would be a huge shame. He's a shoo-in for Katowice, but that's in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is. Oh my
If he
god.
doesn't make it to the last event of 2021, that would be a massive shame. But, you know, if he doesn't qualify tonight, he can still try to qualify through one of the open qualifiers in some of the other servers.
Yeah, I think that's something that I have to always bear in mind, is that these are server qualifiers. So I imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of these Korean players return in the American qualifiers. I'll be honest. Like, I imagine it's going to be like 70%
That's
Koreans.
usually what happens, yeah. We struggle to fill the bracket in the Asia Open qualifier. I have a feeling we're not going to struggle at all in the NA or the EU qualifiers.
Yeah, like Koreans are going to rock up hard, and the players that you expect to see that don't make it today, I'm sure will make it in one of the other qualifiers instead. I think the big names that have already been knocked out, you mentioned him. I think Zaun is a big one. Byun as well. Byun actually got knocked down. Zaun went on a tear in PvT. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, I mean, that historically has been his best matchup, I think. Not too surprising for Zaun there, but yeah, we'll be seeing a lot of him. We'll be seeing a lot of Byun. I imagine Hero and Classic as well. Bunny. I wanted to say Dream, but then I remembered that Dream actually beat Rogue to qualify.
Yeah.
And of course, if it doesn't happen for him, Trap should be in one of these qualifiers. Actually, you know what? I think Byun and Trap specifically might not be in the NA qualifiers, but they will be in the EU qualifiers.
Yeah, there are some key Korean players who are crazy, and they've lost their mind, and they play in the European qualifiers regardless to qualify for these events.
Yeah, they play in it at 3 a.m. with 400 ping.
Yeah, and they qualify.
And sometimes they do it, yeah.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. Like, there's even players like Zest and Cure who play in ESL Open Cup Europe, and they still rank highly in that as well.
And you know what's the craziest thing for the DreamHack qualifiers here? Because if they actually qualify for the open qualifiers, it's not just a case like in, say, TSL or in some of these other events where once you qualify, you're done. No. Once they qualify in the open qualifiers, they have to come back for the closed qualifiers at 3 a.m. again with 400 ping again.
Jesus, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. It's mad.
So
what it is.
So yeah, if you're a fan of some of the players who got knocked out today, don't worry. They have plenty of chances, and there's a high chance that they will end up qualifying in the end. Yeah, I think something to look forward to. Do you know when the European qualifiers are?
To Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Friday for us, I think Thursday for Europeans.
Okay, so
yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah. tomorrow night, if you want some more DreamHack action, more Korean StarCraft and European StarCraft, then check out the Open Qualifier. We're not going to be covering that.
It's at 2 a.m. for me.
It's at an awful time for us, so
Yeah.
we will be in bed when that happens.
We will.
Exactly.
Well, no, I think I will be in bed at that time. If I'm not asleep.
We will. And I think with that, I think we're gonna be done here. Obviously, we can wait and have a chance to dive into Rogue versus Trap, but it could be a 3-0. Like Rogue is up 2-0.
Really could, yeah. We could just be filling time for nothing, and no one wants to see that. No one wants to see the devolution.
Exactly. So, Yaku,
Why
don't you tell the people where can they find more of you before we head off?
don't I tell the people where they can find more of me before we head off? Well, I can see a reason why. So, twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1 is where I stream. I never want to make promises, but I kind of want to stream a bit more towards the end of the year since we are getting a little bit of a break. Twitter.com/Empore Yakuzaku is where I'll announce when I stream, and if I forget to do that, !Discord in the chat will bring you to the CranKy Ducklings Discord server. I'm there, Light is there, and the bot that announces when people stream is also there. Also, Drunk Seal is there when he does get drunk, so stay tuned for that.
Every other day, mate. Every other day. Oh god. But yes, check us out on the CranKy Ducklings. We're live throughout the week. We're gonna be live tomorrow with Grand Platypus Open. So if you're interested in Southeast Asian or Oceanic StarCraft, we will be there. So if you enjoyed our casting, more of it is gonna be coming your way. We are some of the most active casters out there. Just non-stop StarCraft here.
Not a brag, just fact.
Just the facts, mate. Just facts. Oh god. So thank you everyone for watching. If you want some more StarCraft, stay tuned. We're going to give Chicken Man a cheeky raid as ducks of a feather.
Our poultry brother.
Fly together.
Our bird brother.
Exactly. So give old mate Chicken Man some love. He is casting Trap vs. Rogue. And check it out. It's a good series.
Cheer for Trap. So that it's a 3-0.
True. Cheer for him. Oh. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao.
Bella.